Okay, so we're at this stage now. Alright, first of all, before we get started, check out this new hat that I got. It's like an astronaut giving a middle finger. I like it. I thought it was pretty nice. I also really like the color. And I thought it was appropriate for today's reaction, because today we're going to be reacting to Star Wars Episode 8, The Last Jedi. Probably the most controversial movie in the Star Wars franchise. But yes, before we get started, make sure you leave a like and subscribe. I'd really appreciate that. Check out some of my other videos if you missed it. I already did a reaction to The Force Awakens, and just like 2 weeks ago, I posted my reaction to Rogue One, A Star Wars Story, which is probably like one of my favorite Star Wars movies that we have watched so far. I really enjoyed that movie. I like how that movie really benefited from being like a prequel. It didn't really have to follow the same formulaic structure of a Star Wars movie. We talked about that in the last video, how Star Wars movies have this formulaic structure, and that movie kind of tried to break everything and try to do like its own thing, and I really appreciate that. And I really like how it was like this gritty movie, and it really showed the war aspect of Star Wars, actual battles, people struggling. The Force wasn't really much in there. We saw like one lightsaber. We saw the best Darth Vader scene so far that we have seen in the Star Wars franchise was in Rogue One. That scene where he's massacring people in the hallway, I think that is the best Darth Vader scene that we have seen so far. He has never been more menacing than that. But today we have The Last Jedi. Like I said in the intro, this is probably the most controversial Star Wars movie. I haven't seen it, just like I haven't seen many of these Star Wars movies. That's why we're doing these first time reactions. But, like I said in my Force Awakens reaction, we talked about how this trilogy is kind of like a modern trilogy, and it came out during when social media, like, starting to boom. So people's opinions are kind of spreading faster than ever. And this movie, fans have so many opinions on it. Some love it, some absolutely love it, think it's the best one out of any Star Wars movies. But a lot of people really hate this movie. This movie is directed by Rian Johnson, who directed Knives Out. Oh yeah, I have a Knives Out poster right there. Love that movie. That movie's great. If you haven't seen Knives Out, check it out. Great movie. But yeah, this movie's directed by Rian Johnson. I'm pretty sure he got a lot of hate from Star Wars fans because, again, for some reason, a lot of Star Wars fans don't like it. But for myself, I'm going into this with an open mind because I've never seen the movie, and I've heard just so many different opinions on it. So some people say it's really good, some people say it's really bad. We'll see where this lands for me. But yeah, it is also a really long one. I'm pretty sure this is probably the longest Star Wars movie that we have seen so far. It's 2 hours and 32 minutes. Yeah, a long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away. Yes, what this new trilogy has offered so far in The Force Awakens itself is Luke Skywalker has disappeared. Where The Force Awakens ended was Rey found out she's potentially a Jedi, and she has gone and found Luke Skywalker. So let's see if Luke Skywalker trains her, I guess. Oh, and also Han Solo died to his son. Beautiful opening shot of a planet and a spaceship. There you go.
We've caught them in the middle of their evacuation.
Oh, I forgot this ginger guy's still alive. Hey, it's BB-8!
We pull crazier stunts in this.
Just for the record, Commander Dan
Oscar
Rand,
Isaac.
I'm with the droid on this one.
I'm pretty sure this is the movie. Well, I'm pretty sure Carrie Fisher finished filming this movie, and then she passed away after they were done with this movie. So this movie might pay some kind of full respect to her, because I'm pretty sure when this movie came out, she already passed away.
Hi, I'm holding for General Hux.
This is Hux. You and your friends are doomed. We will wipe your filth from the galaxy.
Okay.
Can he hear me?
Hux?
He can. I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Look, I can't hold forever. If you reach him, tell him Leia has an urgent message for him.
That's some like Disney-esque MCU humor right there.
And here comes the parade.
Oh boy, they're all coming after you, buddy. Yo, Poe is a legit pilot. I mean, they specified that in the last movie, but It's good to see him. It's good to see him be the legit pilot that people talk about. C-3PO!
Off your face, 3PO.
Yo! Let's go, Poe!
Copy that, Blue.
Where's Finn?
Is there? We'll give it to him.
I forgot Finn is still alive. Oh, wow. Oh, wow, wait. You guys pulled up. I thought you guys had the advantage. What happened? No! Paige is really gonna be the hero, huh? Gonna sacrifice herself. Woof. That's so many bombs. Goodbye, Paige. You were a trooper! We got him. And their red-looking ass room. But we lost a lot of soldiers? What happened?
Ah, good. Supremely.
I found out the other day through an interview that I watched with, oh, there's Finn. Through an interview that I watched with Andy Serkis, that Andy Serkis actually plays Snoke. So that was something. Is this your first time awake since you got hit with that lightsaber?
Come on. You must have 1,000 questions.
Where's Ray?
That was his first question. I forgot there's like a romantic, potentially, or not romantic thing going on between them. Okay. I forgot that if you train with like a master Jedi, he will definitely... What we have learned from the Star Wars history is that if there's a master who's a Jedi and he's like, I'm going to train you, he's going to fuck you up, and then guess what? When he turns you evil, he's just going to go to exile or something. Oh, who are these guys? Oh, Chewie!
What are you doing here? Wait. Where's Han?
Yeah, Han is no more. But Ben Solo's here. Oh, it's the first time we're seeing Snoke when he's not a hologram.
The potential of your bloodline. A new Vader.
That's what you wanted?
I was mistaken.
Oh. Oh, he's not gonna like that.
You were unbalanced, bested by a girl who had never held a lightsaber. You failed!
Oh, I forgot this new... Oh! I forgot this new wave of Star Wars characters doesn't really like that women do things. They were so shocked that Rey could do things in the last movie.
Just a child. In a mask.
Well, the mask makes him intimidating. Adam Driver's voice just isn't that, you know? Don't worry, Kylo. I think it's a cool mask. Okay. Okay.
Prepare my ship.
I would like to see a modern day Mark Hamill throw some hands.
Did you hear a word I just
You
said?
think what? I'm gonna walk out with a laser sword and face down the whole First Order?
Something truly messed up must have happened, because Luke Skywalker in the original trilogy was like all about being the hero and saving the galaxy. You know, he wanted to be the Jedi. He wanted to be the hero. He wanted to be the protector of the galaxy. But in this trilogy so far, he has just abandoned it completely, and he's like, I'm not doing that anymore. So something truly messed up must have happened. Oh, it's like a Jedi book, Jedi manual.
I know this place.
Who are you?
The Resistance sent me.
They sent you.
Is she his daughter?
What's special about you?
Something inside me has always been there, but now it's awake.
Oh, it woke up in the last movie. Remember, the Force woke up in the last movie.
It's time for the Jedi to end.
Why?
Yeah, you were all about the Jedi thing in the original trilogy. What's up? To be fair though, Jedi's, all of it, the Force, I think all of it's gotta go. That's the best thing for the Star Wars universe. That shit just causes so many problems.
solved by jumping in an X-Wing and blowing something up. I need you to learn that.
There were heroes on that mission.
Dead heroes. No leaders.
But I mean, they did take out down like a big ship. Isn't that good?
They've tracked us through light speed.
That's impossible.
Yes.
Okay. So how'd they do it?
Find us again and we'll be out of fuel. They've got us.
Not yet, they don't.
Oh, Poe.
Should jump in an X-Wing and blow something up?
Permission granted.
Let's go, Poe. This is no bueno. I mean, his dad was a pretty good pilot, so Kylo Ren should be a pretty good pilot. Oh! Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa! BB-8! BB-8! Oh, no, you're, okay, you're somehow good. She felt it. You felt it. Nah, you're not about to take out your mother, bro. You are not about to take out your mother. He said, nah. He said the dad could go. My mom isn't. Yo! No way they just took out Leia like that. Bro, we fully saw it just now. She got, the thing blew up and she got sucked. Oh my god. Rip Leia. Wow, she's alive. What? The Force can do anything. Holy shit. I have no idea how she did that, but she did it. Whatever. Yay, R2-D2.
But I'm not coming back. Nothing can make me change my mind.
Years ago, you served my father in the Clone Wars. Now he begs you to help him in his struggle against the Empire.
It was a cheap move.
The first mission that got them all together.
Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi.
You're my only
Your
hope.
only hope.
Same thing applies here.
Admiral Akbar, all our leadership, they're gone.
Oh, Akbar
Leia was the
died.
sole survivor on the bridge. The chain of command is clear as to who should take her place.
Poe! 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 Poe!
Of the cruiser Ninka. Thank you, Commander.
Nah, get away, Poe! 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 Poe!
And we need to shake them before we can find a new base, so what's our plan?
Our plan, Captain? Not Commander, right?
Shut up! We'll talk to him like that. That's Poe.
I've dealt with plenty of trigger-happy flyboys like you. You're impulsive, dangerous. Stick to your post and follow my orders.
Wow. Oh, was it like her sister? It was like a thing. It was like a medallion they put together.
I'm Rose.
Hi, Rose.
Breathe.
You seem nice.
May the Force be with you.
You too.
He just kind of like just said that. It was nice to say.
Just this morning, I've had to stun 3 people trying to jump ship in this escape pod.
What?
They were running away.
That's disgraceful.
Rose.
Okay, listen.
Rose. Oh. Rose, you were cool.
But if we can,
If we sneak on board the lead destroyer and disable the tracker without them realizing,
they
then
won't
we can...
realize it's off for 1 system cycle. About 6 minutes.
Okay. Okay.
The master codebreaker, an ace pilot, a poet with a blaster.
Who the hell is the Master Codebreaker? I feel like I'm gonna recognize him. They're about to have some kind of a Force connection here. This is some Voldemort Harry Potter shit. Oh, nice slide.
No,
The Force can really do, honestly, whatever.
this is something else.
This is the strong Force. I don't know.
Jedi have that lets them control people and make things float.
Impressive.
Backflips. Don't forget backflips.
I feel something.
You feel it?
Yes, I feel it.
That's the Force.
Really?
Wow, it must be really strong
Oh,
with
I've
you.
never felt any...
That was kind of funny.
side's calling me.
The dark side's calling her.
Resist it, Ray. You didn't even try to stop yourself.
Oh.
I didn't see you.
She just fully went for it.
You've closed yourself off from the Force.
They're gonna have a connection again?
Why is the Force connecting us?
That's what I'm asking.
Murderous snake.
That's so weird. This is like Vegas of the Star Wars universe, eh?
Closer.
It's not really the time for
My
this,
sister
you
and I
know.
grew up in a poor mining system. There's only one business in the galaxy that'll get you this rich.
War.
Selling weapons to the First Order.
Ah, okay. There's a Tony Stark out there somewhere. I don't really recognize him. They hate her even more now. They have had enough of her being on this island.
I went to confront him. And he turned on me. I thought I was dead. When I came to,
wow.
the temple was burning.
Massacred everything.
A handful of my students. Leia blamed Snoke, but it was me.
Wait, so how does Snoke come into play?
And you didn't fail Kylo. Kylo failed you. I won't.
You know, that's a smart way to go about it. Yeah, these Master Jedi should just be like, you know what? I didn't fail my apprentice who returned to go take over the galaxy. He failed me. That's what Obi-Wan should have said. So if he could break out so easily, why was he in there?
Hands up! Hands up!
Yeah, man.
Yo, BB-8 is legit.
We're with the Resistance.
Go, go, go. Get on it. We're out. Nice. Jeez. Woo!
Why did you hate your
Oh!
Do you have something, a cowl or something you can put on?
She really caught him in a bad moment. Why does he wear his pants so high up, though? Oh, he has a different story.
Power, as he senses yours.
You're telling me Luke was coming to kill him. So who do we believe now? I wouldn't believe that like Luke would even do that. Even if he sensed, you know, danger in him. Luke wouldn't be the type to kill him. Time to go on a journey of self-discovery in the Dark Force. Is this going to be like Luke's first training with Yoda? Remember when Yoda sent him to the cave and he saw a representation of Darth Vader and he like killed him and Yoda was like, oh, you're not good enough or you're not ready or whatever. Oh, that's like ASMR right there. There's two of them. Is one of them Luke? Please let one of them be Luke. Oh, it's one person. Ah, boo! Lame.
It isn't too late.
It's already too late. He killed his dad. The connection is made. Does he see that? I'm so confused. Lesson number 3. Woo!
Snoke had already turned his heart.
How though? Who's Snoke?
The briefest moment of pure instinct. I thought I could stop it. It passed like a fleeting shadow. And I was left with shame.
There's still conflict in him. If he returned from the dark side, that could shift the tide. This could be how we win.
This is how they beat Vader in the original trilogy. Luke saw conflict within him, so we're gonna redo it. Rey now sees conflict in Ben. Oh, that's it? She's just gonna leave? Talk to him, Yoda. Talk to him.
Yoda, young Skywalker.
I actually think this whole storyline of Luke Skywalker, somebody who, like I kept saying in the original trilogy, was like obsessed with the whole Jedi thing and wanted to be the hero. I think the storyline of him losing faith in that and wanting to just send it all is a very interesting one that I don't think is being handled as smoothly as it could have been. Yoda from his grave just sent a lightning at the temple.
Failure, most of all. The greatest teacher, failure is.
No wonder Jedi think the greatest thing is failure. Because that's all you fucking do is fail. He looks like Benicio del Toro. Is that him?
Once we're done,
So yeah, that is Benicio del Toro. I thought he looked familiar.
At least you're stealing from the bad guys and helping the good.
Thanks selling weapons to the bad guys. Oh.
And to the good guys.
It's all a machine, partner. Live free. Don't join.
Just do your own thing, you know. There'll always be sides that are fighting over some argument, man. Just live your life, you know.
Hope is like the sun. If you only believe in it when you can see it.
You'll never make it through the night.
Oh, I like that.
We have to get clear of the cruiser. Load the transports.
Right away, Admiral.
Yeah, I was afraid you'd say that.
Vice Admiral Holdo. I am
Oh! Overthrow! 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 Aww. Aww. Ray, don't do this. Finn's waiting for you. And I know you're waiting for Finn. Don't do this, Ray. Sup? Look at this bitch ass sitting in a chair. Aw, he's gonna give it back to her. Benicio del Toro seems to be cool in everything he does, huh? Yes. Yes, Leia. What's with the disrespect for Poe?
Someone needs to stay behind and pilot the cruiser.
I don't really care about her. I know they're gonna make me feel bad for her because she's about to sacrifice herself, but nah.
May the Force be with you always.
Oh, brother. So Finn and Rose went on this whole mission to turn off the tracker, and they just never got there.
Skywalker.
Gross.
Then I will kill you.
Super gross. This is when he snaps. He's gonna turn. Jeez, she's having a whole exorcist moment.
Holdo knew the First Order was tracking our big ship. They're not monitoring for little transport.
We could slip down to the surface unnoticed and hide till the First Order passes. That could work.
You could have explained that to him. They could have all been on the same page, because as you can see, Leia explained to Poe what the actual plan of this woman was. He was like, "Oh, okay, that sounds like a reasonable plan."
Payment, as we agreed.
Benicio del Toro is not cool. Good try. Oh, she's got Kylo Ren's lightsaber. It was nice knowing you, Ray. He's not gonna do it, but
I know what I have to do.
oh, last time he said that wasn't great.
I cannot be betrayed.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Hey, yo. Nice. That was nice. Should not even be a problem. Oh, God. That was violent. Nice. Oof. That was a dope move. Teamwork. 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 Teamwork.
Say it.
One of you say it.
They were nobody.
They're filthy junk traders who sold you off for drinking money.
Wow. Okay, so literally that goes nowhere. Her parents are nothing special. She's not Skywalkers, Not Skywalker's daughter? No, nothing? You sure? You sure about that? So this is me after I watched the movie and thought about it some more. And I realized that actually the whole concept that Rey's parents are really nobodies, but it was a whole kind of misdirect that her parents could be somebody big and powerful. It's actually a good one. Because it's like she comes from a line of nobodies, but she was like the one chosen in her family. She always had the force powers within her. And it just kind of happens as she gets into the story and kind of trains and tries to become this really powerful person. But her lineage, it doesn't really matter if her parents were powerful or famous or whatnot. All that matters is that she is her own person, that out of her whole family, whoever her family is, she was the one chosen one. Because I think that's how a lot of the stories with famous or powerful people is written. One person in like a whole family could make the difference and become really famous or powerful for himself and doesn't need to rely on his family's name. Don't, Rey. Don't take his hand. Yeah. Oh. Up. She's gonna fly into them, isn't she? It's a suicide mission! Okay, honestly, that's kind of cool from her, though. That sacrifice is a little bit better. Boom! Right through them. They tore that lightsaber apart. Holy shit. Oh, I love that. The visuals, the deafening sound of that. Oh, that was something. Oh, BB-8. Yo, BB-8 has done so much in these past two movies that R2-D2 and C-3PO have not done. They just control the whole robot dinosaur-looking thing.
You're a bug in the system. Let's go, Chrome Dome.
I like that. Oh, you put your guard down.
Always scum. Rebel scum.
Hey, he said the thing. Said the thing. Wait, I don't think anybody has said I have a bad feeling about this yet.
The Supreme Leader is dead. We have no ruler.
Whoa, what are those things? Damn, those look cool.
Finn! Rose, you're not dead! Where's my droid? I'm so glad to see you!
BB-8 came in clutch. You should be proud of him. Jeez! I do like the red salt. The aesthetic of this is really nice for this scene.
Oh, that piece of junk out of the sky!
Hey. Hey, don't disrespect that. Don't disrespect the ship. Yeah, the red aesthetic I really, really like. You still going, Finn? Oh, Finn's going for it. Finn, no! I'm so invested in this. I feel like I've kept the same face for a while now. Holy shit. Go, Finn! Rose! Rose, what the fuck? Rose, what the actual fuck? First of all, that could have been a fatal crash for both of you and he wouldn't have done anything.
That's how we're gonna win. Not fighting what we hate. Saving what we love.
What does that mean? Nobody stopped the cannon. Nah, that... Huh? What just happened? What the hell is Rose on? Boom! Ha ha ha! Epic.
Okay.
Epic. That's awesome.
I held out hope for so long, but...
Hope, 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 hope. Record amount of times people say hope in these movies. Just like Family and Fast and Furious. Is Luke about to do some kind of madness? Oh, I'm getting goosebumps. Come out, Kylo. Let's go, Luke.
Every gun we have to fire on that man.
He better come out of there. Yeah, I was about to fucking say. No way you build up this hype moment just for him to go out like that. I have no idea how he stopped any of that, but okay. That shoulder thing was somehow the coolest thing Luke Skywalker has ever done.
Go. Right away, Seth.
Here we go.
Follow me.
What are you looking at me for? Follow him.
He's the leader. Ugh. Woo! Hey! Nice. Good move.
I'm sorry. I'm sure you are.
That was the most petty "I'm sure you are" ever.
I will have killed the last Jedi.
That's the name of the movie. Alright, start moving. Let's start moving. This is not easy for her. Cool visual, cool visual. This girl named Rose just kissed me, but it's nothing. It means nothing. She means nothing to me. I wasn't into her like that. She was into me. She came on to me. I wasn't into her like that. Huh?
See you around, kid.
What? I mean, you're taking a piss now. What the Force can do, whatever the plot requires to do. How? He interacted with Leia when he arrived. Ah, two suns, just like that iconic shot of him in New Hope, with the two moons. Or I guess this is the two moons because like it's turning nighttime or something. Huh? We have a lot to talk about in the review at the end. Even the dices were.
Hi. I'm Poe.
Right.
I know.
Yo, Poe, that's Finn's girl, yo, a little too much smiling there, buddy.
Build the rebellion from this.
Kyber crystal.
We have everything we need.
This kid's about to be a Jedi, isn't he? I don't know. They make anybody Jedis, really. Look, they're making him a Jedi. It's like he has a lightsaber in his hand. Okay, so that was a Star Wars movie that makes no sense. I'm going to be honest with you, this movie, story-wise, and a lot of the plot points that happen in this movie, it makes no sense. Now listen, I do these reviews right after I've seen the movie, so if there's some points that I completely forget or don't mention, don't worry, I probably caught them watching the movie. I just forgot to mention them here in the last review. But one of the key standpoints, okay, that I want to touch upon is Snoke's death. Snoke dies in this movie because Kylo Ren decides he wants to be in charge, I guess. So he ends up killing Snoke. So that's it for Snoke. If in the last movie, if you watched The Force Awakens and you were thinking, oh, who's this Snoke guy? Well, guess what? You don't get to find out who the Snoke guy is. No, you don't. I didn't like that because, first of all, apparently Snoke was the one that messed up Kylo Ren's training, right? Luke was training him, and then Snoke turned him to the dark side. But it makes no sense. How in the past, where does Snoke come from? How did Snoke interact with young Kylo Ren? How did he turn into the dark side? You know, we got the prequel series, the prequel trilogy, where we saw how Anakin became Darth Vader, and we saw how the Emperor was, you know, part of the Jedi Order, and maybe he became like this politician, and he was just kind of always around Anakin, right? And then we saw how he kept on working him, and how he molded him into Darth Vader. But it seems like this sequel trilogy is just copying a lot of things from just the previous Star Wars stories. And one of them being that, hey, there's this Darth Vader wannabe, or there's this Darth Vader 2.0 or something. And guess what? He has a leader kind of like the Emperor who turned into the dark side. But this new Darth Vader wannabe had a master like Anakin had Obi-Wan Kenobi that failed him because he listened to the other guy and he turned to the dark side. I don't get it, because we never see how Snoke turned him to the bad side. How did Snoke find him? Where does Snoke come from? How did this all come to be? I don't know. I don't know if we'll find out in the next movie, which is the 9th movie, the final movie of Star Wars, apparently. I don't think we will, because he died in this movie, and it wouldn't be as impactful to find all that out after he's gone. This movie was also a lot. This is probably the longest Star Wars movie that I have seen so far. 2 hours and 32 minutes. I did not feel like it needed to be that long. I think in the middle portion of the movie, it slowed down considerably. And it kept on cutting back and forth between these two missions that are going on separate parts of the world with, Finn and Rose trying to do this whole code thing, which they actually never get to. They never get to the code thing. They went on this whole side quest mission and they never actually get to do it. So there's no satisfaction there. And then there's this whole story with Rey training with Luke Skywalker, and this movie kind of kept cutting back and forth between them throughout the middle of the movie, and I thought it slowed down the film considerably. That thing with Rose there at the end, right? Finn is flying towards the cannon. He's about to take that cannon out, right? It is quite literally, it is one person to save they have hundreds, I think. They're down to low hundreds back there behind the barrier, right? One guy can take out this whole cannon and keep them safe, keep the door locked. But guess what Rose decides to do? Rose decides to completely just lose her mind and fly her ship into Finn's ship, which could have killed both of them. I mean, realistically should have killed both of them, right? They're both now dead, and the cannon is still working. So that doesn't get solved. Nothing happens from there. But they both stay alive, so that's good, I guess, and they all escape, but the cannon still goes off. And then Rose kisses Finn there at the end, which I never felt like that was heading there. That was just kind of thrown in there last second for no reason, in my opinion. So which one is it? Is it Rey and Finn are a couple? Or is it Rose and Finn? Which, I mean, I'm all for Finn and Rey. Finn and Rose makes no sense, once again. But this is the theme of this movie. Things that just don't make sense. Kylo Ren, his whole arc in this movie of him, his whole conflict, trying to be the good guy or trying to be the bad guy, and Rey's like, no, there's still good in him, I can turn him. By the way, that's another big plot point that they took away from the original trilogy, because in the original trilogy, guess what? Darth Vader gets turned to the good side by Luke Skywalker. So in this one, they do a copy of it of Rey trying to turn Darth Vader 2.0 into the good guy, right? And this whole conflict, she's like, no, I believe in you, you can be good and stuff. And then he kills Snoke, and then it makes no sense. His turn to the good side, in my opinion, is just handled very poorly. Could have been handled much smoother, and it could have been executed better. Oh yeah, the fact that the Force can literally do anything, man. I mean, we've seen in the past, and I've commented in the past reactions to Star Wars about how, the writers really get freedom with the Force, and they're like, the Force can literally do anything. But in this movie, they go OD with it, in my opinion. They make the Force literally the most powerful thing you have ever seen. Leia's ship gets blown up. She gets sucked out of the ship. We've never seen Leia use the Force, okay? She used the Force a little bit to communicate on the inside, but we never saw her, lift things or really commit to this Force thing. You know what I mean? That's just not her thing. It is within her. She can feel, her friends, her family members, but actually using it to fight or defend, that's not really her thing. But the ship gets blown up. She gets sucked out of it. I'm like, whoa, no way they just took Leia out like that. Yeah, no, they didn't. The Force is protecting her from space. Yeah, she's able to breathe in space, get back down to the ship, and she's fine. He's able to project a hologram of himself and travel to a different planet and then confront Kylo Ren, also, but also like interact with Leia. He touched her. He kissed her on the forehead. He said like goodbye to her. But like when it comes to Kylo Ren, he's just like a ghost, and he's sitting on his remote island in buttfuck nowhere, just projecting this hologram of himself. That is insane amount of power. I mean, I understand, Luke Skywalker's supposed to be like one of the best Jedis ever, right? But we've never seen the Force, anybody on the Force being able to do that. This movie just introduces new powers to the Force, just out of nowhere. With the dices that Luke gave to Leia, with those also holograms? Because those disappeared. How did he do that? He took them off the ship, and then he gave them to Leia. And does Leia know that they're fake? Like, why did she leave them? Like, was Leia in on this? Because she left them behind. And Kylo Ren picked them up, and they disappeared in his hand. With the whole Luke Skywalker thing, him going by, like, just sitting there and just kind of disappearing into nothingness, I think it actually could have been much, much, much better if he showed up on that planet, like him actually showed up, not the hologram projection. He himself actually showed up to save the day and actually fought Kylo Ren there at the end. I think that, oh my god, hold up. I think it could have been so much better if he actually showed up and actually fought Kylo Ren and went out like a badass hero, Kylo Ren could have won that fight. I don't really care. He could have won that fight and like killed him in a very dramatic way. But I think that would have been so much better than this whole complicated hologram projection traveling across universes and planets and getting there and, doing the whole Leia touching Leia but not being able to touch other things. Like, it makes no sense, right? Just make him show up on that planet, actually fight Kylo Ren, then go out like a hero, dies like a hero. We've seen this before, where the mentee kills his mentor in, a very dramatic way. We've seen that before. And I immediately thought of that. As Luke started to die, I was like, oh wow, just make him show up there and have like a really epic final goodbye fight with Kylo Ren. This movie looks good. It does. And, that was never going to be a problem, because Disney money, big budget Star Wars movie, it was always going to look good. It looks good. There's a lot of shots in this movie that I really like. I like the aesthetic of them being on that salt planet and how the salt is, like, red. I thought that was really cool. But story-wise, for 2 hours and 32 minutes, and if you've been following the Star Wars franchise, I'm not even that big of a Star Wars fan, but I can see how hardcore Star Wars fans would be really upset at this movie, how it makes no sense. I started picking up on things that just don't make sense, and again, I'm not a huge Star Wars fan. Yeah, I think the story is definitely this movie's biggest downfall. There's just a lot of things that are easy to pick apart in this movie. Like, extremely easy to pick apart. Oh, and I completely forgot about the pink lady. The lady with the pink hair. I forgot her name. The one that took charge when Leia was, like, knocked out for a bit. Her whole plan was very simple to explain to Poe. Her and Poe could have been on the same page, and they wouldn't have been at odds with each other. Because it was actually like a very smart plan, and he agreed. When Leia literally explained the plan to him for the first time ever in his life. She's like, this was her plan. And he was like, wow, yeah, that makes sense. That's a smart plan. If the lady with the pink hair just explained the plan, her and Poe would not have been arguing the entire movie. Because he didn't know what she was on. All she had to do was just be like, yo, Poe, your plan sounds good, but my plan's a little bit better. Here's my plan. We should do this. And he would have been like, oh, yeah, no, you're good. You're good. Let's do it. But yeah, I wouldn't say I hated this movie. Hate is a strong word to use here. But am I the biggest fan of this movie? No. Yeah, just the story kind of makes no sense. This movie looks good, though. It does. But yeah, that was my reaction to Star Wars The Last Jedi. Let me know down in the comments once again what you thought about the movie. I know you guys are about to go nuts in the comments about this film, probably tearing it apart. Or maybe you're going to tell me how you're in the minority and you're a huge fan of this film. Either or will work. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe. I'd really appreciate that. Check out some of my other videos, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.